It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everyone. From Ernie, Shaq, and Kenny, we're all looking forward to the same thing, the first game of the regular season. Tonight, it'll be the Golden State Warriors going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. And for Oklahoma City, they split the season series against these guys last season, 2 games apiece. Should be a good one tonight. Hold on to your seats, folks. Should be a wild ride. Whoa! 2 athletic clubs facing off. Kenny, how do you expect this one to go down?
Woo, lots of highlight reels, lots of highlight reels, and great showmanship.
Should be exciting for the players and the fans. The team that takes care of the basketball will have the edge.
Okay, time for tip-off. We send it over to...
What are you riding, a horse, Ernie?
Woo! Kevin Harlan.
It's not a roller coaster, is it?
This is it, opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. It's all about the Western Conference. That's where the action is today as the Golden State Warriors get ready to battle.
Boys, nice and high.
This is the first they're seeing of Oklahoma City here. First game of the NBA's regular season for them. This team matched up so well during the regular season last year, splitting their 4 games. This should be a terrific battle.
And we saw how competitive and entertaining the season series was between these 2 terrific teams last year.
Yeah, people who saw this game got their money's worth, and it was fitting that they split the season series, given the enormous talent level on both sides.
Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Ian Clark out there with Paul, and then there's Steven Adams. Then there's Andre Roberson, and it's Gallinari in at the 4-man position. And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Ball finds Roberson. Here's Clark. Shot clock at 6. Brent, I know it's a long season, but there's something special about NBA opening night.
We do a great job of presenting that, too. Every year, there's just spectacular stuff going on all day long. So many people are fired up to get to the arena. People coming early, festive. You get your new gear on. You got the new colors, whatever the new shoes are. Everybody's got them on. Let's get fired up and throw it up.
You remember opening day, don't you? Especially as a rookie, I would assume. My goodness.
Of course, the very first opening day sticks with you the most. Mine happened to be with the Los Angeles Clippers when I was drafted by the Denver Nuggets, traded to L.A., but I do remember that day, and I still have that jersey, Kevin.
No kidding.
Well, it didn't get played all that much in the first game, but I still have it.
It's Curry outside. It's hauled in by Adams. Thunder have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Shot from 12. Kicks it out to Paul. Pass to Roberson. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Clark dishes to Gallinari. Knocked loose. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. To the paint, out to Russell. Sinks that one from the post.
And floating it in there, the smoothness, something you've got to love about Russell's game. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Clark, the pass to Roberson. Out left to the wing. Paul with the 3.
And right now, they're like a light switch in the off position. 1 of 5 so far. Not an ideal start.
To the inside. Got a piece of it.
Roberson out there to play defense. He excels at getting off the ground so quickly to get the block.
Here's Thompson. The shot will not fall. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Gallinari against Green. Bounce pass from Paul. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. Adams outside. Paul outside. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Curry. Paul with the buckets.
That's why Chris Paul is so special, is because he can just navigate around pick and rolls, find open areas, and there's just no defense for that.
And the wide open shot from Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Coaching staff high-fiving themselves there, watching that team move the ball around, doing whatever is best for the team.
I'd send it out to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Billy Donovan. David?
That's right, Kevin. Now you see where the game changes from where it used to be. He said tonight they've got to get back, and if that means giving up offensive rebounds, so be it. He thinks good transition defense is the biggest difference in their chance at winning. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And Thompson kicks to Curry. Floats one up, and it's good on the layup. Curry's got 8 points.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Thunder trailing by 6. Pass to Clark. Out to the wing. Stolen by Thompson. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
Klay Thompson, another one of those sons of former players. I wonder what that's like. Michael Thompson, his dad, the #1 overall pick many years ago, and Klay had the ball in his hands, obviously, at a very young age, and he taught the shooting form to Klay, which looks pretty perfected at this point.
Here's Clark. Shot clock at 2. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. And in front of you now is a list of the players with the highest shooting percentage last season. The 4th spot held by Steven Adams.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
Warriors leading by 6. Outside Curry. Here's Russell. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Russell's got his second basket of the night. And despite all the encouragement from his father, Klay said he didn't envision a pro career until late in college.
Well, he certainly wasn't a top recruit coming out of high school, so here's a little trivia for you, Kevin. Alongside Luke Walton and his father, Big Red Bill Walton, Klay and Michael Thompson, the only father-son NBA duo with multiple titles apiece. I just got one.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Well, coming out of the timeout, let's see if they go for the outside shot or if they look to go inside, try to build some confidence by seeing that ball go in.
Checking out some stats for D'Angelo Russell, how he performed last season. Averaged about 15 points a game last season, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And he's putting in the effort, and you can see him getting better with time.
So many little things that you have to learn to grow as a player. He's just going through a bit of that process right now. And a terrific use of the floater, unguardable really, because you can't do anything defensively to stop it.
On its way from Curry for 2. Thompson from long range. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Oklahoma City. They trail by 9 points. Here's Gallinari. Green with the block.
I like the extension there from Draymond Green, reaching out and timing that one.
Offensive rebound with the second effort. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Klay Thompson came into this NBA with a well-earned reputation as a shooter, Brent, but did you ever think he'd become such a potent defender?
Well, I think it's something that he's worked very hard on, and his ability to cross-match. In the early part of his career, Klay Thompson had to take the better scoring of the guards on those nights. It's shifted back, and Klay Thompson is a more well-rounded understanding not only of what he can do defensively, but more of what the opponents that he faces on a nightly basis are trying to do against him.
And the first one drops.
And we know Klay Thompson is a top-tier shooter. He's got incredible form, a great release, but he's also unselfish by example and plays well within this system.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Kevon Looney is checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Jerebko comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Livingston in for Russell. And so Thompson nails both of them. Brent, we're seeing a number of superstars sign shorter contracts with early opt-outs. Why have we seen that trend?
Well, I think in some of those cases, the players are knowing that the opportunity for a larger cap in the successive years, they want the opportunity to maximize their earning potential. So seeing a Kevin Durant or a LeBron James sign a 1-year deal or a 1+1, it gives them the opportunity to cash in a year later for the type of contract that they deserve, the maximum contract allowable.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Just incredible flow offensively. Everyone's doing their part. Let's see if they can sustain this early momentum. And I ask you, what can you do? This guy is a phenomenal decision maker.
Livingston passes to Looney. Thompson from long range. And another 3 for Golden State.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake.
The defense certainly wasn't bad, but they've got to be a little bit quicker on contesting the shot.
Now Livingston. Outside Curry. But they'll get another chance. And the pass to Thompson. Looney controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Noel, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul called on the Golden State Warriors. And trying to defend the Warriors, all that motion. Brent, how tough is that to defend?
Well, it kills you, Kevin, because it's not like if you give up an open shot, it's going to go in. That happens with most of the NBA. It's the fact that maybe you're 2 feet away or 6 inches away from getting a steal, and that play costs you, and it just keeps coming at you for 48 minutes. Those devastating shooters, all of that movement, really tough to guard, and everybody in the league's having their troubles with it.
That one is no good. Warriors leading by 13. Curry kicks to Thompson. Here's Jerebko. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Billy Donovan has faced a tough job in Oklahoma City, Brent. Star players leaving town, some even criticizing him after they left.
The circumstances of Billy Donovan moving off of what he did at the University of Florida and making that a powerhouse Division I basketball program, it's been very interesting to have Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant to begin your career, and then pushing that team to almost beating the Golden State Warriors, losing in a Game 7 to losing Kevin Durant. Billy Donovan's seen a lot in the early part of his career. The hopes is that he continues to grow and learn. Really happy with the hire of Billy Donovan and what he brings to the table in terms of his basketball acumen.
Now we'd like to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers. Number 1, the Thunder.
Yeah, I mean, the best in the league at forcing those miscues and then capitalizing at the other end. Their defense led to their offense.
Thunder trailing by 15. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gallinari on the wing. Pulls up on the elbow and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Gallinari's got his second basket of the game. Now here's Curry. He's got 8. Pass to Looney. Back to Curry. And the rejection by Noel.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
There's 1:34 left to play in the first quarter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Aside from one recent year, we've seen plenty of coaching changes. When teams come up short, do you think that position maybe gets too much blame?
Probably, and coaches know that's exactly what they're in store for once they sign a contract
and
to coach
that
a team.
Kind of money.
Yeah, all of a sudden they know that what happens on the floor, the end result is going to be whether or not I coach this team the next year and the year after and the year after. Interesting cycle of things that happens, though, Kevin, is when changes are made in a front office around the league, sometimes the managers want to put in a coach where they feel either a little bit more comfortable with or a style of basketball that they're more comfortable with. And sometimes the success on the floor for the coach has no bearing on whether or not he's going to keep his job,
right,
because management would like to see a different product out there. So they become a victim sometimes of upper management movement and sometimes are removed from being the head coach.
Good thoughts. Now here's Jerebko. Here's Curry. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Right now he's just out of sync. A lot of shots rimming out, and he's got to try to find something different.
Here's Schroeder, banked in off the glass.
Well, if you read the scouting report on Schroeder, he likes to get into the basket as close as possible because he's usually good from there.
Here's Curry, 8 points for him. 58 seconds left to play here in the first, and they pick up 2.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up a little more sense of urgency.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. There's Gallinari with the 3. Connects from three-point range. Gallinari's got it back down to single digits for Oklahoma City. Livingston kicks to Jerebko. Pass to Curry. Trying to find Thompson. He gets it to him. And it's Thompson with the jam.
In this first period, they've been aggressive and extremely focused.
I don't think you ever expect to carve out such a big lead early on in a game like this, but let's see if they can maintain momentum.
The Warriors pull it in.
Well, the D did their job there. Excellent contest to alter the close ranger.
Offensive rebound. Looney passes to Livingston. Here's Looney. Golden State moving it around. On its way from Curry for 2. Again, Golden State.
Great execution. Steph just ripping the defense right now to shreds. What a great screen and roll action that was.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And don't go away. We'll be right back. So much talent on this Warriors team. Draymond Green talks about how it all meshes together.
The way I judge, whether we can play together or not is on the defensive end. I never really judge on the offensive end. It's about picking each other up on the defensive end and all being on the string.
Greg, defense is Draymond's specialty, no question about it.
And it all starts on that end. The Warriors feel like if they take care of business at that end, the offense will take care of itself.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, we've seen the Warriors really take control here.
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
The new era of NBA basketball, playing outside in. We'll see if they can take advantage of that moving forward.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for Oklahoma City right now, they've got Nerlens Noel, Ferguson out there with Gallinari. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the 2.
Well, Steph Curry, widely regarded as the best shooter in the history of the game. He's been so successful playing point guard in the NBA at times. I think we forget that he transitioned from playing shooting guard in his younger days. And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, when your opponent's down and frustrated, this is when you could turn it up.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Draymond Green is a former Defensive Player of the Year, and he remembers his motivation. They said I fell in the draft because what position would I guard? I'll never forget that. I'm comfortable guarding any position. When I'm playing against big guys, I battle even harder. You have to prove a point. I won't be a pushover. Kevin?
Yeah, he never backs down. Thanks, David. Thunder trailing by 11. You know, Greg, a lot of players can't make that switch from shooting guard to point guard. You've got to give Steph a lot of credit.
He's worked tirelessly. I mean, we've all seen those pregame ball handling drills. He's still prone to a careless turnover or two, but on the plus side, he rebounds like a shooting guard. And today's point guards are expected to score much more than in days past.
Some changes here for the Warriors. Draymond Green comes in for Kevon Looney. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Sean Livingston. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Clark finds Noel. Right wing. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down now to just 9 on the basket from Adams.
Well, great efficiency on the inside from Steven Adams. Rarely does he take a bad shot.
Thompson outside. Back to Curry. There's the triple. It's Clark with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Over to the left wing. Paul kicks to Noel. And the pass to Clark. Out left to the wing. Pass to Roberson. Sinks that one from the post. Roberson's got his first points in this one.
Unselfish play of Chris Paul there. Has a knack for knowing when to get his guys when they're wide open.
Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession.
And now let's take a moment to check out the stats for Green. He's coming off an excellent season. 7th in assists and a top 15 ranking in blocks per game, supplying that backline protection that is so key to a great defense.
And his floor awareness was impeccable last season. As you mentioned, top 10 in assists, just does a great job of getting everyone involved. Clark kicks to Paul. Over Noah. The shot by Paul, no good.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
The Thunder, Brent, playing with such energy. But shooting, not their strong suit.
No, one of the lower three-point percentages in the league as a team. The free throw line also last year really weird. A big-time struggle for guys who had career low years from the free throw stripe. So tough to win big in today's game if you're not hitting threes and then not hitting the freebies.
Yeah, and you love how Russell keeps his eyes up, rarely misses a guy when he's free.
Passes it to Noel. Roberson kicks to Paul. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That'll be his second foul of the game. Around the world, Brent, we've seen the NBA take a role in helping youngsters learn to play the game of basketball the right way.
So incredible what Basketball Without Borders has done with the NBA junior program expanding itself. Last year in Treviso, for the first time, the NBA doing a combine for EuroLeague players so they can start a database of the older professional, younger professional players playing overseas. It's a global game. Adam Silver is doing a remarkable job of promoting the game, and we're in a great place, Kevin.
2 seconds left. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And that's now 6 points for Chris Paul. Outside, Russell launches a three. No good there. And the Thunder going the other way now. Pass to Clark. To the paint. Here's Adams. Here's Roberson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Roberson's got 4 points this quarter.
Now Roberson's activity down there and the long arms stretch out to help collect a second chance opportunity.
Ball's knocked loose. Curry against Paul. Right wing. Roberson the pass to Adams. And it's Clark in the corner. And the three off target. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Thompson for three. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Paul kicks to Adams. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Jerebko's checked in for Klay Thompson. And here is Paul. He's got 6. 6 to shoot. Takes the 13-footer. Takes a 3. Good on the triple. Paul's got 9.
Well, second nature for Chris Paul to get shots up off the bounce. Love the form there.
Knocks it loose. Curry with it. He's got 16. Here's Roberson, defended by Jerebko. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut to just 5 on the basket from Roberson.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Now, last season's championship round, the 4th straight time that the Warriors faced off with the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's the first time in North American sporting history that has ever happened in the major 4 sports. And once again, the Golden State Warriors brought the trophy back to the Bay Area.
Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league. Number 1, the Thunder.
Yeah, that was a huge factor for them a season ago. Their ability to attack the offensive glass and then convert those into second chance buckets. I mean, no one did it better.
Jerebko, the pass to Russell, and it's good, 2 points. Russell's got 8 points. Brent, next to the 1975 banner, the Warriors unfurling yet another championship banner. And when you look at the journey for this franchise, Brent, what comes to mind?
Well, I think about how many things for them just lined up perfectly, Kevin. The general manager being from the Bay Area, being in tune with what goes on in the city, and then the timing of the decision for Steve Kerr to be choosing between joining the New York Knicks and him choosing not the East Coast, but the West Coast to build this empire. It's been pretty remarkable ever since those decisions were made, what the Warriors have built around the NBA game with those two guys in place.
And that one's good by Clark.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Curry finds Cauley Stein. Back to Curry. He's all alone. Pull-up jumper. Again, Oklahoma City. And here are the Warriors now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. It's off to Utah for him after this game as they take on the Jazz. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Russell kicks to Green. He dishes it to Curry. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 19 points for Steph Curry.
Man, he is in the zone right now on offense, guys, building off that efficient first quarter.
Ball against Curry. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Chris Paul.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Russell, no good off the back of the rim. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's Clark. 6 points for him. Just 5 to shoot. Looks for Paul. Gets it to him. Here's Noel. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better. This is where you want the shots to come from, deep inside the paint and high percentage opportunities.
Paul kicks to Noel. Out to the right wing. Here's Clark. He's guarded by Russell. The baseline J. And it's Clark in the corner. Paul outside. Shoots over Curry. And he overshot that one, missing.
Pretty surprised he missed that shot. The defense was decent, but not really a factor.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Chris Paul. First personal foul, team's first. Substitution.
Russell left side. Shot clock at 5. And Jerebko has it in the corner. Some solid defense from Gallinari. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long run. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He ended up with 19 points, 5 assists, and 1 steal. In their previous game, he had a performance he said he wanted to put behind him quickly, and so far he's doing just that with the nice first half he had here. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, Ernie, Steph Curry, he's still redefining the point guard position. To call him a shoot first or a pass first doesn't do him justice. He makes great decisions on the fly. Tremendous creator and ability to improvise, and we saw all of that in the first half.
And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on Oklahoma City.
Whatever their game plan was defensively coming in, that needs to change. Can't let a team shoot for a percentage in the high 50s and expect to come out on top. It's on the coaches and the players to adjust.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Curry has been sensational.
And in that first half, something we don't see a lot of from him, the ability to make everyone around him better.
Yeah, that's not really his forte, Greg. Unselfish play.
Willie Cauley-Stein is out there with Green. Then it's Russell. Then there's Klay Thompson. And it's Curry in at the point. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Out to the wing. Just 5 on the clock. That's a 2 from Paul. It's rebounded by Curry. Warriors leading by 6. Knocked loose. Thompson dishes to Curry. Cauley-Stein passes to Russell. Here's Green. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got his 6th rebound on the night.
And Steven Adams came into this league at 19 already a physical specimen and has only gotten stronger. Just a bruising presence down low.
And plenty of bumping and elbowing inside as ever. Steven Adams strong enough, though, to come out on top of that battle.
Yeah, not shy at all about contact. Grew up the youngest of 18 children. He had to hit above his weight for over a decade. Now he's got the upper hand.
One shot, gentlemen.
And 6'7" swingman Andre Roberson out of the University of Colorado, one of the league's premier defensive specialists.
And Kevin, there's a reason he started for most of his career, and it has nothing to do with his shooting. Now returning from that ruptured patella tendon, will he regain that elite defensive form? Only time will tell.
I just think he was completely focused there of making his way through contact to score the ball.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
And that one misses. Well, Greg, and Willie Cauley-Stein, a live wire 7-footer.
I mean, he's got great foot speed for his size. I just like to see him really become more aggressive offensively and try to improve that skill set. But his mobility is so desirable in today's game.
It's Curry outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
And he's been hitting from out there. Defensively, you're going to have to change some things up.
The classic catch-22 guy right here. If you key in on him, you're going to open up other opportunities for his teammates to have good looks.
Here's Clark. He's covered by Thompson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
The Thunder, one of the lowest rates of assists in the league last year. Also, a team that does not move the ball around all that much to gain some advantage with strong side, weak side movement. So we'll see isolation, we'll see pick and roll, and very few passes in a contest like this.
Two shots.
First free throw is good. And the Thunder had great talent, but their offense hasn't allowed all their players, Brent, to flourish at the same time. Why is that?
Well, it's just a team that doesn't have a commitment to a flow style of offense. They have such great talent that I think the talent tries to take on the load sooner in offensive possessions than maybe the coaching staff would like, and they have great individual scorers. That's what these guys have done in the league for a very long time. Well, they depend on him to score, and that doesn't mean just from the field. Sometimes it comes from the charity stripe.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Back to Curry. He's feeling it. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Curry's got 24 points.
Yeah, it's not so much just the made shots, it's the consistency of the made shots that's got his team the lead.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Clark finds Gallinari over Green, and again, no good by Oklahoma City.
And he completely threw the timing off on that jumper. That is how you D up.
Playing with tremendous aggressiveness without fouling. That's an excellent job.
And sliding inside, under control, Russell still just scratching the surface of his full potential.
Here's the lob to Adams. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. No one near Curry as he lets it go. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 5 assists tonight, Thunder trailing by 11. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Draymond Green, the 35th pick. Wow, imagine that, back in 2012. And overlooked as maybe not having a position, maybe being too small. I don't think his coach at Michigan State would have said any of those things about the versatility and the blueprint that was ideal for the Golden State Warriors to put him into this lineup with these great shooters.
The Warriors making a switch here. Noah's checked in.
All right, a chance to see stats for Paul. Last season, he played outstanding. 2nd in free throw percentage, 6th in assists, and he ended up in the top 15 in steals as well. Some of the quickest hands in the league.
And back to his free throw shooting percentage, 2nd in the league. I never saw lapses in his concentration at all. Always completely focused, completely automatic. And we'd seen the rise of the spread 4, but Green is something altogether different.
Yeah, he's not a catch-and-shoot 4-man. He's more of a skilled 4-man, rebounding the ball, pushing it up on the break. Steve Kerr likes to use him in the offense as the conduit at the top of the key. He can attack a closeout, get into the rim, can throw lobs to guys on the inside. Just the things that he does can punish a defense with how versatile he is.
5 on the clock. Will it go? A second chance effort. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Well, you have to put at least one body on Adams, maybe 2. With his size and relentlessness, he'll light you up on the offensive glass.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Schroeder's checked in. They throw good, Adams.
Well, the Warriors returning to San Francisco next season after 48 years in Oakland. That new arena in Mission Bay getting finished up, polished up, fresh paint. It's looking good there. Hopefully it'll be just as rocking as Oracle Arena has been for this many years.
Cauley Stein passes to Curry. Russell with a wide open look. His three-pointer's off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
The pass to Paul. Back to Schroeder. 14 feet away. Tries again, and he lays it up and in. Adams has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Oklahoma City. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Outside Curry. Golden State moving the ball around. Here's the floater. Noah's shot is off. Brent, some wondered whether they'd change their name to the San Francisco Warriors. Like before, they're going to stick with Golden State.
Yeah, too much history, I think, in Oakland. They don't want to do anything to disturb the fan base. This is the Bay Area's team, and you mentioned it. It does have a history, Kevin, starting off back in San Francisco in the 60s, and they become a powerhouse. It seems even more fitting to claim the entire state, the Golden State Warriors.
Paul against Curry. Paul dishes to Adams. Great defense that time from Noah. Warriors leading by 10. Here's Russell. Misses off the right iron.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Takes the 13-footer, and there's Gallinari on the assist by Paul. Paul's got 3 assists tonight. Golden State's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Curry kicks to Thompson. Fires the 3. Russell finds Cauley Stein. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Cauley Stein's got 6.
Well, a good job of using his length there. Even though contested, Cauley Stein not shaken.
Paul left side. Lets it go with a 3. Hits it from three-point range.
Tough to fault him for the struggles of the team so far. He has been solid. It's the rest of the guys that need to come along for the ride.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And the Warriors with some changes. Kevon Looney is checked in for Cauley Stein. Urebko comes in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. The Thunder also changing it up. Ferguson's checked in for Roberson. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Paul. Russell. And he gets the bucket.
And having added strength to his wiry frame, Russell able to convert through contact there and draw the foul. And for D'Angelo Russell, the former number 2 pick, it's all about developing himself as a player and a leader. Has focused more on the team and less on himself of late, and knows what is expected of him and has to earn every second of floor time.
And last season, Russell had to fight for minutes upon returning from injury.
Yeah, and battles like that help mature a player and really keep them focused. Those are areas where Russell had struggled in the past. I think he and his coach both know it's not easy, but it has already started in making Russell the best player he can be.
A second chance effort. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Adams.
They continue to be outworked and outmuscled on the backboard.
Here's Noah. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And defensively, moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
Some defenses are okay with giving up the mid-range shot. In this case, they contested.
Here's Ferguson. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Warriors leading by 6. Now Russell. He's got 13. Looney passes to Russell. For 3. Drains the three-pointer. Russell's got 16 points.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Here's Ferguson. Defended by Jerebko. Schroeder against Russell. Releases from 15. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
He's such a strong offensive player. Schroeder is capable of knocking down some mid-range shots if you give him some room.
Noah dishes to Jerebko. Pass to Looney. He kicks to Russell. And that's a foul called on Gallinari. That is his first foul of the game. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Golden State. Noel's checked in for Oklahoma City. There's a minute 34 left to play here in the third. Livingston kicks to Jerebko. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Green. And that one off the back of the rim and in. He has 6.
Well, most of the time we see Draymond Green finishing at the basket or from out beyond the arc. But right there, a little bit of the mid-range.
Here's Ferguson. And the layup's good off the glass. Ferguson's got his second basket of the night.
That's just smart basketball. Ideally, you love for all of your shots to come from that spot.
Jerebko kicks it to Looney. Passes it to Russell. Gallinari with the steal. And here's the fast break. Gallinari leading the way. Draymond Green grabs the miss.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
You know, sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time, he chose wisely.
And they double up Russell. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two players.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Thunder trailing by 7. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Kicks it to Gallinari. And he banks in the layup. Gallinari's got 4 points in the quarter.
Gallinari gathers his rhythm. He simply rises up and nails the interior shot.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. The Warriors on top. They're up by 5. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Gallinari is out there with Nerlens Noel. Then there's Ian Clark. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the 1 spot. And Thompson kicks to Jerebko. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Jerebko's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Warriors. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Gallinari outside. Shot clock at 5. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Adams, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel.
Steve Adams.
Warriors leading by 8. Now, here is Russell. There's Green, plenty of space, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Tough to contest that one. Draymond went right up into a one-piece shooting motion.
And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The 15-footer, no good from Clark.
And listen, you can't design a play any better to get a look that good. Just couldn't knock it down.
The best players know that is going to happen, and you just can't let it get into your head. It's a shot that you want to take.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, on the defensive end, this is a joke. The lack of awareness is exactly why this team is so far behind.
And Looney sends it back. Here's Jerebko, and it's off from three-point range. Thunder trailing by 12. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Green against Gallinari. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
And becoming impatient, that's not how you're going to catch up.
Yeah, that's a painful mistake there. All you can do is just shake that one off and try your best to move on to the next play.
Steph Curry's checked in for Jerebko. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Roberson, he's checked in. And Curry, here we go. Looney kicks to Green. Golden State moving it around. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Curry's got 29 in the game.
Yeah, I feel like the ball really isn't even getting anywhere close to the rim. It's all cotton right now.
Pass to Clark. Schroeder looking over the floor. To end the drought, he takes it up and lays it in.
And Schroeder just one of those guys with his speed, extremely difficult to guard. He gets the screen, uses the quickness, advantage, Dennis Schroeder.
Curry against Schroeder. Thompson outside. From deep. Buries it from three-point range. He's got 20.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, and then the fear sets in that you're going to create driving lanes that could lead to easy buckets. This is not an easy fix.
A nice shot by Gallinari.
I mean, letting that guy shoot freely from out there, he's going to destroy you from the perimeter if you do that.
And here's Russell outside Curry. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. To the middle, here's Gallinari. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Gallo's so smart on the inside with his array of fakes and moves. He's always a threat to draw fouls on shot attempts like that.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. The Thunder last season assembling a big three of Russell Westbrook, Paul George, and Carmelo Anthony didn't mesh, Brent, like they had hoped. In your opinion, what went wrong?
Well, a bit of a down season in terms of the scoring for Melo, but reasons for that, just not as many opportunities and playing outside along the three-point line. The biggest damage last year was the Roberson injury. It felt like in December, the OKC team started to find its stride, and Roberson going out of the lineup, there just wasn't enough of the depth on that roster to make up the difference for them defensively, and OKC never really seemed to find its footing or confidence again.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
Well, tonight his pinpoint accuracy has been impressive.
Over in the corner, Paul. Shot clock reset for Oklahoma City. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Adams.
Yeah, can't be frustrated at him tonight. He's doing his job. I'd like to see his guys step up a little more.
Curry with the bounce pass. Thompson for three. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 9 assists now tonight.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
And the pass to Roberson. Kicks it out to Paul. Lets the three fly. Cauley Stein grabs the board. Cauley Stein's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And seems to be forcing just a little bit out there. He needs to play a little calmer, a little smarter, with a little bit more poise if they're going to win this one.
Curry against Paul. Clark for three. Score the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Back to Curry. Ball's knocked loose. Green against Gallinari. There's Russell with the three. It's hauled in by Adams. Thunder trailing by 13. To the wing on the left. Here's Clark. Again, Oklahoma City.
Commending the unselfish play there. What vision on that pass.
Golden State's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the 4th quarter. Timeout called the Warriors. Ranked first in assists for 4 consecutive seasons, Brent. Are these Warriors the best passing team in NBA history?
Well, by the numbers, you would say yes. Assist rates that exceed even the Showtime Lakers back in the early and mid-'80s. Also, this team has been first in offensive efficiency for 3 straight years. I mean, it's been remarkable. So not only the best passing team, but maybe the best offense of all time.
Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Steph Curry.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message Steve Kerr gave to his team. He gave them props for their defense. He said, the defense has been outstanding. Keep pressuring them, forcing turnovers, and we can win this one. Guys?
Thank you, David. Russell with the bucket.
And they're just living beyond the arc here, really the entire 4th quarter.
Yeah, not a bad time to be ripping the nets from distance, piling up some major points here.
Pass to Gallinari. Over in the corner, Paul. Gallinari trying to get open. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to 11 points with that bucket from Chris Paul. And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. Feeds it to Klay Thompson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You can't be too physical with Klay Thompson. He never backs down from the contact. And you look back at that 2012 finals, the Thunder lost in 5 games to the Heat. And you looked at that young talent, Durant, Westbrook, Harden, now all MVP award winners, along with Serge Ibaka, a young, talented, energetic Serge Ibaka, and it felt like there was a team that was going to rule the West for a very long time.
And that one falls for Klay Thompson. And the Thunder trading away Harden in the summer of 2012, Brent unable to agree on a contract extension.
Well, OKC agreed on the contract. James Harden did not, and that's sort of the line in the sand that was drawn. And with the salary cap jumping up in subsequent seasons, they just had bad timing in terms of the frugality of what they offered up to James Harden. It's a decision that we talk about a lot. It's revisionist history, but at the time it was the move that OKC made, and I can't really argue with it.
Here's Clark, guarded by Green. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Shooting for Oklahoma City. Ian Clark. At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. So he gets them both.
I felt like he was a little hesitant in the first half, but really he's amping himself up here and battering around to get himself to the free throw line.
Curry kicks to Klay Thompson. Back to Curry. 3-pointer. No good on that one. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds given what the scoreboard says.
Warriors leading by 11. There's Green with the 3, and another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Well, he doesn't shoot it all that well, but when he does knock it down, it's demoralizing for a defense.
Curry against Paul. Shoots over Curry. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Klay Thompson kicks to Russell. No good on the 3.
Well, even though he missed, you like seeing him taking that kind of shot. The defense must be better.
The shot's good from Roberson.
Well, I like watching Roberson get involved in the offense, especially when he gets down there. Nice soft touch down on the inside.
Curry against Paul. Here's Klay Thompson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Gallinari.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Willie Cauley-Stein. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one.
You wonder what the next step is, and for Willie Cauley-Stein, what he's done in the offseason to improve himself offensively. Maybe a few more things in the footwork category will help him out.
And he's good on the second. 1:24 left here in the fourth quarter. Curry against Paul. Over Curry. Here's Adams. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, Steven Adams still working on becoming a better and more consistent free throw shooter, so another opportunity upcoming.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, Adams has his struggles at the free throw line, but he's making strides in that area and still has work to do.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Curry with it. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break. And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Warriors.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Steph Curry.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's a 14-point game. Now Curry. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Steph, everyone knows you do a lot of different things for this team, but what would you say your primary focus is?
Trying to just take responsibility of my defensive duties. Pushing the point guard, force them in a different situation, difficult shots. Being our first, line of defense as they're bringing the ball up, putting pressure on them, and try to take them out their offense. That's a lot of great point guards in this league, so I got to be able to do that all year and try to get a good start to that this season.
That's what franchise players do, play at both ends. Thank you, Steph. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Doesn't that cloud right there look like a penguin? Really? That looks exactly like a busted pipe spewing water everywhere. Can you just stop being an insurance agent for like 2 seconds? It's my job to think about these things. Well, what does that cloud look like? That looks just like your house. That's being burglarized. They're stealing your TV right there. Oh, and right there, it's a bear destroying your car. You need a vacation. Soon. Very soon. You know, Chris, some of us don't have it all season.